Hey everyone, welcome to Podcast Colby. I am your host, Colby Beach, talking to you live. Did I say Podcast Colby? I meant podcastinfoman. So let's try this again. Hey everyone, and welcome to podcastinfoman. I'm your host, Colby Beach. Now, before I get into... what do I want to say? Sorry, I don't use a script, obviously. But whatever. So let's go into our first segment. Let's go into our. I really need a script. Let's go into our first segment of the day, which is mic check. Now, the mic or microphone of the day is the HM12. It's produced by Heil Sounds. Or Heil, which makes Heil PR40, Heil PR30, Heil PR30B. They make all the Pro series. And this is the HM12, which is an amateur radio mic. I'm just going to read the description here. The new HM12 microphone is designed specifically for amateur radio communications. The high output range Genesis dynamic element is designed to work with just about every amateur radio low independence transmitter. The element is okay, blah 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 blah. So it's a good microphone. I think it's the cheapest Heil microphone, and it's $71. And I actually think it's the cheapest. Let me check this. Yeah. The $71 is the cheapest Heil microphone you can get, which is the HM12, and all the Heil here. And oh my god. And all the Heils are great. So that's the microphone, or that's mic check, the HM12. Go check it out at heilsound.com/amateur/products/microphones.php. That's where you can find it. Okay? So now let's go to the Audacity segment of the day. Now today in Audacity, we're going to learn how to change the pitch of voice. Now this is really cool. I'm not actually going to do it while I edit it. I don't want to. But here's how you do it. So first you want to highlight with your mouse cursor where you want to change the pitch. Then you're going to go to Effect. Then you're going to go to Change Pitch, I think. Yeah, it's Change Pitch. And then it'll say a little thing called Start. Goes from like here to like there. And the second thing where it has like letters, those are the notes of it. Like a G is really high. So I'm actually gonna have a G right now.
And the G will make you sound like a squirrel like this.
So that's what the G sounds like, and I won't play it low because I don't know what that is. So just saying there. So, and that's what you do. Well, there's going to be two little things where it's going to be right now or something like that, and then change it or something like that. There's going to be a second little thing where you scroll down and then you change it. Then at the bottom there's also a thing where you can move it up and down and change it. And then you can preview it and all that sort of stuff. I'm not the best at that. I need to like see it in front of me, which I can't right now because I am recording. Sadly. I wish I could. If I could open another Audacity thing, I probably could, but I can't. Great. Okay, whatever. So, that's what you're just going to do. Okay, now let's go to the top 10 podcast. The top 10 podcast on iTunes, which actually changed again in one day. Oh yeah, by the way, it is 10:46. It's June 24th, 2013. It's 10:46 a.m. by the way. And guess what? On iTunes, my episode yesterday was actually uploaded like today at like 12 midnight. So so if you find that, then it's really supposed to be yesterday's episode. Okay, so just saying that so you don't get confused. I put one episode on the same day. I think I did that too on one of them. I don't know why it does it, but whatever. So let's get into top 10. Again, number 1, This American Life. Number 2, NPR programs. Wait, don't tell me. Number 3, YNYC's Radio Lab. Number 4, TED Talks Audio. Number 5, Stuff You Should Know. Number 6, NPR programs, Fresh Air Podcasts. Number 7, The Moth Podcast. Number 8, Freakonomics Radio. Number 9, NPR TED Radio Hour Podcast. And number 10, NPR Planet Money Podcast. So there you go. There is your top 10. Now let's go to our last segment of the day, which is the podcast/podcaster of the day. Okay? So, the podcast, we're going to do the podcast of the day, is like a French podcast. Actually, it's called Man of Steel. Obviously, it's a podcast about the new movie Man of Steel made by Warner Bros. And it's been number 1 for a while now, and I guess now it just went down to number 3. Wow, it's a big change because it's been number 1 the same length, I think, as This American Life. No, not the same length, because Man of Steel is a movie. Well, something like that. It's been up number 1 for a long time. I guess it just moved. But I'm going to click on it right now. Man of Steel, the French podcast. So obviously, I'm probably not going to be able to read it. Yep, I am not going to be able to read it. Great. Thanks. Actually, could I quickly just translate it? Yeah, I'm going to quickly translate it. And hold on a second. Okay, guys, I just translated that on Google Translate. That's just so useful. It says, go behind the scenes of Man of Steel with new images of the film with commentary by Zack Snyder and interspersed or something like that with interviews of actors. The cast talks about his article choices. So that's the yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, good thing I translate that. I love Google Translate, especially for this, because if I'm doing like something from like because I could do something from Ireland, Italy, or Japan, and I could easily just translate it, which is why I love Google Translate. So yeah, that's the podcast of the day, man. Yeah. Oh my god. I just found something really. Guess what, guys? This is really funny. So the number 1 on US is This American Life, right? Number 1 in Canada is This American Life. And number 1 in New Zealand is This American Life, the same podcast that runs in all those countries. That's funny. I think the funniest is that it's number 1 in Canada, This American Life. But whatever. Let's see where I am out at right now. Okay, awesome. I am hitting 9 minutes right about now. That sucks. None of my episodes now go over 10 minutes, which I really want to. But whatever. So that's the podcast of the day. Thanks for listening in to Podcast Infoman. I'm your host, Holbeach, saying goodbye.